This is heat race number 1. First through 7th will go to the main event in the pro singles. Everybody else comes back in one last chance qualifier. The pro singles, your first level of professional racing. They will have the black backgrounds with the white numerals. Each letter after the numbers, that is the area which they are coming from. That is a district letter. Track's clear. Here we go. We'll be watching the Christmas tree. The first yellow light is on. Here we go in Daytona Flat Track. Second yellow's, uh-oh. Somebody's going to the back row. If you do cross those lines, you go all the way back to row number 4. And that's a long ways back. Looks like they're putting the 30Z, that is Bronson Bauman, and the 12C, Gonzo, Garth Brow, way back to the penalty line. Keep an eye on those two riders as they'll be trying to fly through the pack. Let's stage them up one more time. We'll watch the Christmas tree. There's a red, there are 2 yellows and 1 green, and we are set, ready to go. And the light is green. We are off. Daytona Flat Track 2014. They're bar banging for the lead. They're 4 wide, stacking them up deep into turns 1 and 2. Off of 2 down the back chute. That's your fast qualifier. That is the 26E, Dylan Morin. He'll lead them down there into turn number 3. Bar banging short track racing. Oh, 2 riders down, 3 riders down. Wow, 3 riders down in turn number 3 and 4. Right in the middle of the corner. We stacking them up over there in turns number 3. Couple of riders going down over there. 3 riders going down. If they can get up and continue on, they will go back to the penalty line also. 15C, Bree Hazen, one of our new pro riders. She's one of the riders that's down. I'm trying to get numbers on the rest of them. We'll get that sorted out in just a second. I'm not sure what started that one, but it was a barn burner over here in turns 1 and 2. They started going at it over here in the corner. Listening on the radio, trying to figure out which riders are down. We know that definitely is 15C. That's Bree Hazen in her first professional race of her career on the AMA circuit. She's one of the riders that went down. Not sure on the other 2 riders. They're talking things over. They're taking the 15C back to the hot box right now, and they're allowed to work on the motorcycles if you did go down. If you did not go down, you're not allowed to work on that motorcycle.
Scotty, the 99Y of Ryan Kearns from Stockton, California, one of the riders involved in that as he sets in the hot box.
They're checking out the riders that are down over there. We heard the 99Y, Ryan Kearns, the 15C. And that is Bree Hazen. So we're getting our down riders checked out. As soon as they're done, we'll bring them back around. Just heard it on the radio there and told them to fire up the engines and send them back over here to get ready to restart. Heat race number 1 for the pro singles. 1st through 7th will go to the main event. Everybody else goes to a last chance qualifier. The bikes come to life down there at the far end, down there in the hot box, and they will bring them up to the track right now. Don't forget to get yourself your Daytona Flat Track t-shirts over there. They're on sale. Barry?
Ryan Kearns, number 99, he's shaking it off here, Scotty. He has refired the machine. He'll roll out of the hot box and head your way. So it looks like we are getting set to get back underway in Pro Singles Heat Race number 1.
All right, so it looks like the entire front row has pulled up to the starting line. Dylan Morin on the inside. We got the 27 starting in the 2 spot. That's Jamison Miner. Beside him, Justin Jones, 19B, 77J, Kyle Johnson, 23Y, Ryan Foster. And outside number 1, that is 74Z, Rodney Spencer Jr. The front row looks the same. Row number 2 is kind of skinny. It's the 24F. That is J.R. Addison, former Horizon Award winner, beside the 37A, Corey Strickler. Starting in the 2 spot on the 2nd row. Remember, we got room for 7 riders, but there's not very many laps to get to the front. Only 8 laps here in the pro singles heat races. So you got to get there. You got to get there in a hurry. The back row is where all the action is. They're staged up and ready to go. Here we go. Restart. Heat race number 1. Pro singles. First yellow's on. Second yellow's on. Here we go. Down Daytona Flat Track. And they are green. Into turn number 1 they go. Justin Jones with the hole shot. Here comes the 27. Jamison Miner up to the 2 spot. Miner in second, down the back chute. Here comes Kyle Johnson up to 3rd. We got Johnson in the 3rd spot. They're stacking them up in turn number 3. Here they come back at us. It's the set. Oh, hang on back there in the pack. 1 bike down, 2, now 3, now 4. Wow, they're stacking them up at the Daytona Flat Track. It's getting crazy here at the Daytona Flat Track. Red flag's gonna fly once again. There's the 24F, he was involved. 55L, Cole King's involved. Looks like a few more bikes are down there. And they stacked them up over there in turns 3 and 4. Must be a treacherous corner. Bunch of riders going for one spot. We know it's early in the 2014 season, and these guys have been cooped up since Pomona at the end of the season, the flat track finals last year, so they're going for it in a hurry.
Bronson Bauman, one of the riders involved, he's headed your way back to the hot box. He appears to be good to go. The 23Y involved here as well, Scotty, so they're just looking the motorcycle over. I think they're trying to figure out how to get it refired and back to the hot box, which is, of course, the order of business here. And we do have one rider here on the ground, and he is a former winner of this race. And he is currently being checked over and looked at here to make sure that he is good to go. He'll slip off that Bell Motorcycle Superstore.com helmet. We're talking about Kyle Johnson, number 77J. He's taking a moment, Scotty. I think maybe just knocked up. I'm not going to guesstimate anything other than he is looking good down here and hopefully going to be able to continue in just a moment.
Well, hopefully he just got the wind knocked out of him. He was actually the one that got sideways completely at the very start. Somebody from behind actually knocked him around. Let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen. He's up and on his feet. That's Kyle Johnson, number 77J. Home. So we're going to line them up once again. Heat race number 1 for the pro singles. Dylan Morin pulls the 26E back up to the pole position, and they're going to line them up. This time looks like we lose a few riders from the front row. Morin's right up there, 27U. Jamison Minor's up there. Justin Jones pulls up to the 3rd spot, and they point the 23Y of Foster. He's got a little extra rubber on his number plate. Rubbin's racing down here at the Daytona Flat Track, so he's got some black marks on his now black number plates, and now he's got some black numbers on the left side. 74Z, Rodney Spencer Jr. pulls up to the outside of number 1. 24F right there in the 2nd row. That is J.R. Addison, Bucyrus, Ohio. He's doing it for Parkinson Brothers Racing and Scott Power Sports. 37A, Corey Strickler is right there on the 2nd row, and then it's a big mess back from there on, back with all the riders that went down and brought the red flag. It looks like the 23Ys asked for 2 minutes. So 23's asked for 2 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. We'll see if they give that to them. Pro singles, we'll see what happens. They're going to stage them all up there at the tail end of the field. Here comes the 77J making the restart. That's Kyle Johnson. They're sorting things out. Gonzo Garth Brow pulls up to the outside. The 28 there. 15C is out on the outside of row number 3. Now they slide the 15C back to the 3rd row, the 4th row. Everybody wants to get the best starting spot that they can. I'm ready for heat race number 1. What do you guys think? You guys ready? Let's try it again. First yellow's on. Here comes the 2nd yellow. There is the green, and we are off one more time. There's a ton of fast riders deep in the field. Jones gets the whole shot once again. They're 3 wide back here in turns number 1. Jones has company up the inside. It's Rodney Spencer Jr. Spencer Jr. on the inside. Here comes Jones. Jones dives deep into turn number 3. They're going to make it through turn number 4. Here we go. We're going to complete lap number 1, ladies and gentlemen. It is Jones and Rodney Spencer on the 74, 1 and 2. Here comes your fast qualifier in the 3rd spot. That is Morin. Morin's on the prowl in the 26E. Top 7 will make it to the main event. Heat race number 1 still right here in front of us. They are side by side for the lead now. Jones pulls off just a little bit. Justin Jones, 19B on the number plate. The New York rider out front. Rodney Spencer in 2nd. Morin still in the 3rd spot. J.R. Addison 4th. Jamison Minor in the 5th spot. Corey Strickler 6th. And Bronson Bauman has came from deep in the field. He's up to the 7th and final transfer spot right now. It's getting 3 wide back in the field. Strickler slips a little bit wide. Now Cole King goes to work on Strickler. Talking about the battle for about 7th place. Leader off at turn number 2 down the back chute. Justin Jones, 19B. Holly, New York. Doing it for Jones Racing. Charles Washburn. Halfway flags in there from Kevin Clark, our flagman. It is Jones, Rodney Spencer, Morin, J.R. Addison, Jamison Minor. Behind Minor, it is Bauman. And now Cole King is up there in the last transfer spot. So Strickler's now the odd man out. He's trying to make his way around. Leader off of 4. Down the front straightaway, it's Jones. Rodney Spencer, Morin. Top three breaking away just a little bit here in heat race number one for the pro singles. Look at the battles getting tight for second place. Down the back chute, look at the Kawasaki charging in there trying to take over second. Side by side for second place. Ladies and gentlemen, here's your fast qualifier. 2 laps to go. Morin slides into the 2 spot. Top 7 will make the main event here in pro singles heat race number 1. Gonzo Garth Brow stuck deep in the field. Wide flags and a fly this time by. Here's your leader, Justin Jones, Holly, New York. Morin now sets his sights on the leader. Back in second. Third is Rodney Spencer Jr. as they get sorted out. Final lap, final corner here. They come back this direction. Your winner, heat race number 1 is going to be the 19B. That is Justin Jones. Dylan Morin finishes second. Rodney Spencer third. We'll go through the finishing lineup as soon as the last rider finishes. Ladies and gentlemen, how'd you guys like that heat race? Your winner, 19B, Justin Jones riding the Honda. Second, 26E, Dylan Morin. Third spot, 74Z, Rodney Spencer Jr. Fourth, 24F, JR Addison. Fifth, the 27U, Jamison Minor. Sixth, the 30Z, Bronson Bauman. And your seventh and final transfer, 37A, snuck back in there. That is Corey Strickler on the Honda. Will be your last transfer out of that heat race. Top 7 make it out of the heat race. Everybody else comes back in 1 last chance qualifier. And now we're going to go to the victory podium for the first time with your heat race winner. Barry Boone, how'd you like that one?
Well, what's exciting for this young man is it is his first time at Daytona, and he stands atop the box, ladies and gentlemen. How about a big hand for Justin Jones? Congratulations on winning your first race in your first appearance at Daytona Flat Track, Justin.
Thank you. I couldn't thank my sponsor enough for getting me here today. If it was a week ago, I'd say I wasn't going to make it because of the way funding and everything was. So I can't thank them enough.
Had to restart 2 or 3 times. Now you're ready for the main, your front row starting spot. Best of luck tonight.
Thanks. Yeah, that first start was pretty wild. I got my handguard smashed off, and I'd like to thank my sponsors, RLJ Racing, Charles Washburn, Brad Manufacturing, Jones Racing, Own Graphics, Fast Ass Plates. It's all them guys.
How about one more big hand for him, ladies and gentlemen? He's won at Daytona, Justin Jones. This is your starting lineup for Pro Heat 2.
On the pole, ladies and gentlemen, from Albion, New York, on the KTM 94B, that is flying Ryan Wells. In the number 2 starting spot, riding a Honda from Hartford, South Dakota, 76L, Garrett Calise. Starting third from Brisbane, California, 66Y, Dominic Calendres. From Warrington, Pennsylvania, 54A, that is Dan Bromley. Starting in the 5th spot, 36B, the Flying Tomato, Colby Carlisle. From Aurora, Indiana, last rider on the front row, 24J, Brandon Wilhelm. In row number 2, 83S, Mike Poe. 68C, Robert Lewis. 13C, Luke Baird. 67M, Davis Fisher. 25L, Michael Strable. 44E, that is Nick Armstrong. In row number 3, 34F, Andrew Butler. 20J, Ben Lau. 35S, Dalton Winkler, and the 30F, Coy Matthews. That is the field. Heat race number 2, pro singles, 1st through 7th to the main event. And they're off. Here we go, racing at Daytona. Up the inside, got a KTM now. A Honda goes to the point. That is Wilhelm. Wilhelm will lead him off a 2 down the back chute. Brandon Wilhelm, 24J from the outside, takes the lead into turn number 3. We've got KTM second and third place. Here they come off of turn number 4. Watch the KTMs go to work. It is Wells in second, Bromley in the 3rd spot. Into turns 1 and 2 they go. Down the backside. Whoa, the front wheel comes off the ground for the 2nd place rider. Bromley slides into the 3rd spot, now up to 2nd place. Wilhelm sneaking away. We got one rider up in the airbags over there in turn number 3. Wilhelm is out front. Wells now is in the 3rd spot. New rider in 2nd, that is Bromley. Now Garrett Calise pulls up there. He takes over the 3rd spot. Down the backside, new rider going up to the 3rd spot. That is Garrett Calise. The South Dakota rider's up to 3rd. He's wanting some more. 1st through 7th to the main event. It is Wilhelm, Bromley, Calise, fly-in Ryan Wells. Now it looks like Dominic Calendras. We lose one over here off of turn number 4. No harm, no foul. Picks up the motorcycle, climbs back on board. This time by the halfway flags will be in the air for Brandon Wilhelm. Second, Bromley. Third is Calise. Fourth is Wells. Here comes the 67W Dash and Davis Fisher. Davis Fisher's moved himself up to the 5th spot. Brand new pro single. Whoa, watch out on the back straightaway. One rider bounces off the wall. They're stacking them up for the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, Wilhelm making his way through the track. It is Wilhelm, Bromley, Calise, Wells, Dashin, Davis Fisher's up there in the 5th spot. Calendras is coming with him. And in the 7th and final transfer spot right now is the 44E. That is Nick Armstrong. 2 laps to go for your leaders, and they are stacked up, ladies and gentlemen, nose to tail. Another rider down in turn number 3. Looks like 2 riders are down. Red flag flies. 2 riders down over there in turns number 3. They will shut them down. A couple of riders going down over there in the middle of turn number 3, actually going into turn number 3. Good racing was going on up front, that's for sure. Brandon Wilhelm had the lead. Bromley was there. Garrett Calise was there. Wells was there. And Davis Fisher was right there. They're getting our down rider checked out. He's climbing up and on his feet. We still have 1 rider down over there. I believe that's the 25. Don't have him on the list. Not sure who's on the ground right now. We'll try to get that for you as soon as we can.
And you're right, he is not on your sheet. It's 25L is one of the riders, one of the 2 riders involved.
I got him. He was starting 11th spot. It's Michael Strabel from Howard, South Dakota. He's riding for Interlake Sports Center.
And that is Strabel that's on the ground here trying to get himself collected.
25L. Again, the pro singles were the first group up. There are 2 heat races. Remember, we started with 60 riders, Barry Boone. We've already narrowed it down to the fastest 32. Here at the end of the night, we'll only have 18 riders in that main event.
Ben Lowe, the other rider, Ben Lau, number 20J, the other rider involved. He's shaking it off.
Did you see what happened down there, Barry? I missed it from over here.
I was watching the action over in turn 2, and one of the Daytona International Speedway folks saw it and pointed it out to me.
All right, so they're going to re-stagger them up right now. It looks like on my sheet right now, it looks like we had 6 laps down. I believe they revert back 1 lap. I'm not sure if that was when the red flag came out or not, so we'll find that out from our AMA Pro staff up here. 24J will be in the lead. That's Brandon Wilhelm. 54A of Bromley being second. Calise, we know, is up there in the 3rd spot. He's actually made the switch from KTM back to Honda, so it's... Go ahead.
I got Ben Lau here. Ben's kind of favoring his side just a little bit. Must have got a bar in the belly or something. How are you feeling? How are you doing? What happened out there, Ben?
Feeling pretty good. I just hit the ground a little hard, knocked the wind out of me. I just got it in a little hard and laid her down, so we'll be good for the restart.
All right, he says he's good to go, Scotty. Ben Lau, number 20J. The bike looks like it's going to be okay. That they're going to have to do a little replacement of the shift lever. I think he's got one broken in his hand. A little bit of work continues here on the 25L. Just controls, straightening things out here on the handlebars. So, Scotty, that's pretty much what we've got right now from here. We're still watching the results here over from Strabel, who now comes up on his feet, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some noise for him here at Daytona.
3 laps to go. Pro singles. Last rider's gonna make it out there. That is Ben Lau, the 20J Holly, Michigan rider, doing it for Bars Leaks, Recluse, and Low Life Performance. He makes the restart. Here we go, 3 laps to go. Watch for the green light. Said, hold up, somebody wasn't ready yet, so we'll looking around myself. All right, watch the green light. First yellow is on. Second yellow, and they are green. 24J gets the whole shot. That is Wilhelm. Bromley up to second. Calise now at 3rd. Now he's got company around his outside shoulder. Another KTM moves up to the 3rd spot. Dash and Davis Fisher puts his sights on the 76L of Calise back there. Calise slides back to the 4th spot. Leader's going to bring him off of 4. It is going to be Wilhelm out front. Now Ryan Wells has regrouped, ladies and gentlemen. He was back and forth. Now he's up to 2nd. Bromley in the 3rd spot. Calise in 4th. Davis Fisher right there in 5th. Calendras and Mike Poe right now is your last qualifier. We got room for 7 of them. White flag's going to fly this time by. 1 more lap to go around the Daytona Flat Track. It is Wilhelm out front. Calendras has some problems. Look like the chain is off the bike on the 66Y, so he will have to go to a last chance qualifier. Tough break for him. Leaders in 3 and 4. Checkered flag is going to fly this time by. Here comes the 24J taking the heat race win, Brandon Wilhelm. So things change in a hurry, ladies and gentlemen. They'll restack them up. Here we go. The winner is the 24J, Brandon Wilhelm on the Honda. Second would be the 94B. Came from 4th up to 2nd on the KTM. Ryan Wells gets the 2 spot. 54A, Dan Bromley also on the KTM gets 3rd. Garrett Cleese, 76L, will take the 4th spot. Davis Fisher on the 67M will be 5th. 44E, Nick Armstrong will be 6th. And Robert Lewis will take the 7th and final transfer spot. That is 68C. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we'll go down to Brandon Wilhelm as he gets staged up there into the victory podium. He'll get his skid lid off, and now we'll go trackside down to the victory podium. My partner for the start of the 6th season, Barry Boone.
A very exciting young man from Aurora, Indiana, finds the top of the box. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big hand here at Daytona for Brandon Wilhelm?
Good race. Thank you.
Brandon, you had a bunch of KTMs breathing the fumes of the Honda, but you brought it to the top of the box. Tell us about your race.
Oh, you know, just had to stay low coming out, avoid the bumps, stay consistent, and that's all I had to do, really, just stay smooth.
You're front row of the main. I hope you can really capitalize on that opportunity.
I hope so too, man. They was on me, so. And yeah, I'd like to thank Wilhelm Racing, JT's Automotive Machining, you know, the AMA for putting on this awesome race, and thank everybody. I'm having a great time.
All right, he says, I'm having fun. I'm looking forward to the main, Scotty. Brandon Wilhelm has done it. He has won his heat, and he's front row in the main.